Hello, I'm Dr. Michael Bookhart. Come join us at our newest clinic location at Good Faith Wellness Center. We provide compassionate health care for your entire family, from virtual visits to office appointments. We're committed to providing the best care. We accept all insurances and we provide monthly wellness plans. Let's start your family journey to a healthier, happier life. Schedule your appointment today. And remember, true wealth begins with good health. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Telehealth Tuesday. This is your go-to podcast for modern insights, wellness solutions. I'm Dr. Michael Bookhart, your host today, and this will be an amazing evening, as it always is on Telehealth Tuesday. Before I get to my next guest, I want you guys to know that Telehealth Tuesday can be viewed on multiple platforms. Most notably, we want you to make sure that you go to Dr. B TV. That's DOCTOR, the letter B, TV on YouTube. Make sure you guys, we're live. Make sure you can hear us. Dr. B TV. Make sure you go there and click the subscribe button. Share, tag, like, follow. But most importantly, please subscribe to make it count. I want to let you know we can also be viewed on Good Faith Wellness Center on Instagram and also Facebook pages alike. So make sure to tell all your family and friends, and don't just keep this good word to yourself. And also, lastly, Good Faith Wellness Center is taking new patients. If you got insurance, great. We take every single carrier if you're coming to see me personally. If you don't have insurance, it's still great because we got 3 great plans, $99 a month for individuals. That is less than your cell phone plan. That's an unlimited plan, meaning if you wanted to come see us every day, Monday through Friday, any day, anytime, you can come sit with us or sit in one of our relaxing massage chairs and just hang out. Don't try to, now this is not insurance, so don't go to the hospital and say, I've got the Bookhart care, the Good Faith Wellness care, because you will be turned around. So this is not actual insurance, but what it is, we plan to keep you away from the ER and keep you out of the hospital. So if you don't, again, if you have insurance, we take every single plan. If you don't, there's no excuse, because $99 for one person, $179 for 2, or a family of 4 for $229. Unlimited visits to our clinic, Good Faith Wellness. Now let's talk about Jeremy Lopez, the barber. Jeremy Lopez. Let's talk about this young man. All right, listen. This gentleman is a 7-time award-winning barber, licensed barber, and instructor, entrepreneur, event organizer from Morton, Mississippi. With over 13 years of experience in the barber industry, he's established himself as one of Mississippi's most recognized and influential barber professionals. Jeremy is the author of The Successful Barber, co-owner of AllianceStudios in Pearl, Mississippi, and the founder of the AllianceBarberExpo and Alliance Barber Gala. Through barbering, education, and leadership, he continues to impact the industry while helping elevate the next generation of barbers. Whew, that's impressive. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, let's get right to it. Without further ado, stand and cheer for the one, the only, Jeremy Lopez, the barber. What's going on? How you
Hey,
feeling?
man, what's going on, man? I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for being here, man. Listen, every time I bring folks out, man, that sound impressive. That thing sound good,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Yeah, man. Sound like you calling into a boxing match, man.
That's it, man. Yeah, Jeremy the Lopez. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Well, good. Hello to everyone in Instagram land. We're broadcasting live, Facebook, Instagram, on Dr. B TV, on YouTube, and also LinkedIn. Hello, everyone. All right, we got some new viewers there. I see.
Okay.
Yeah, I see Red over there. All right, good to see you, my friend. All right. Awesome. Well, thank you all for joining us, and let you know this is a live show. So we want to, we've got some prepared questions here for Jeremy, but just let you know, even better than prepared questions, we love the live questions. And so if you got anything you want to know about healthcare, I'll be more than happy to answer it. If you want to ask anything about barbering and marketing and whatever else, then I'm sure Jeremy would be happy to answer it. So,
yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Well, look, man, tell us, I know I said you were from where you were from and everything in your bio, but is there anything that we missed or that you want the audience to know about you?
Man, you pretty much nailed it to the T from where I'm from. Like I said, I'm from Morton, Mississippi, but I'm located in Pearl now. So I've been in Pearl for about maybe 3 years. My shop been here for 3 years, and just been a licensed professional for going on 13 years, and just kind of got my hands on everything.
Man, that's awesome. And so, and you're 13 years. So, what what's it like? You know, just like take us to a day in the life of being. I know you do a lot more than only barbering,
Right.
but take us through a day in the life when you know meet a client, whether it's a new one or an established client. You come in. How important would you say that like being somebody's actual barber is, man? How take us through that?
Man, I say it's real important because it's more than just cutting somebody hair because you're actually building a relationship with an individual and you just learning them, you know what I'm saying? And more than likely, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna become good friends and you're gonna learn a lot about that person each from each service.
Yeah, absolutely. And 13 years, man, would you if you knew then what you know now, would you do anything different?
Honestly, I wouldn't, man. I love the journey. I feel like everything happened for a reason, and I probably wouldn't change anything if I had to, man.
And that's awesome because you know, honestly, I don't think I would do anything different necessarily either.
Uh-huh.
But a lot of people ask us, man, those of us that are in the healthcare field, and I know, man, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes we take a deep breath and we pause a little bit and think of, you know,
Yeah,
we're like, man, do I? So the fact that you didn't even hesitate, man, is
yeah,
just as impressive.
yeah.
Yeah, man. And how did today go for you? I know you said you had a
Man, I had
client.
a full day. Did about 12 clients today. I started about 9:45 to right at 7. So did about 12 clients today. So it was a pretty good day.
Gotcha. All right. Well, look, we'll get right into it, man. And big. Oh, by the way, man, big shout out to my buddy, my friend Jeremy Jones, and big shout out to
Oh yeah.
Sprinkle. Yeah,
Yeah, big shout out to him. That's my guy, man.
yeah, man. I saw it on one of his videos that he was coming from your placement, and I knew I had heard of you, of course,
Oh yeah,
before.
okay.
Yeah, but then after, you know, of course, Jeremy's been on the show, and we were just a part of his when they had the big Juneteenth
Hell
celebration,
yeah,
and
the pop-up shop. Yeah, I saw that.
yeah, man, we were there, and then we've got some been working with Quality through a sprinkle of excellence and
Oh yeah, yeah.
program. Yeah, had some
Yeah, I
stuff.
actually attended that too, man. I saw some of your stuff in the bag. It was a great event.
Awesome, awesome.
Mhm.
I'm glad. I'm so glad to hear it, man. Well, we'll get right to it, man. Tell us. You told us a little. We delved into this just a little bit, but tell us about your journey into barbering and what you know what
Um,
truly
okay.
inspired you to make this your career.
Yeah, man. So it kind of started out. I used to go in the barbershop and just watch how they transform people. And that kind of caught my eye, just how people come in looking one way and they leave out looking new. And so that's I started out lining myself up and then my friends saw it and I started practicing on them. And it went from there to filling my grandma's house up like a barbershop. And then I went from when I graduated high school, went straight to barber school. And now I've been rolling for 13 years professionally.
Man, what was it like your first haircut? Like once you finished school, like how did it feel to you? You know?
Man, it was a little scary because growing up, having kids, I had kids at an early age. So, being the head of your household, you got to be a provider. So, it was kind of scary taking a chance from a regular job where you're going to get paid versus you going to a barbershop where you might not cut nobody that day. So, it was a little scary.
And I tell you, I can imagine. We're putting. I can only imagine. Let's see here. Let's see. Here now, and we're putting this on here live. We get some folks. A couple other people are coming on in here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. 1 second. All right, got some new people on the Instagram side. You guys come on in, and like we said before, this is a live show, so we want to hear
Mhm.
from you. We've got questions all day, but I want to hear. We want to hear from you, so you guys don't be shy and ask your questions now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
that's all the question y'all got.
yeah. One other question that's come in: why do you believe that barbers have become some of the most trusted people in our communities?
Man, I feel like we're always close to a person. Like we might see a client maybe twice a week sometimes, So a lot of them are around us a lot more than their families. They get so comfortable to the point where we know about all the big events in their life when they getting married or somebody passed away, they having a baby, they got a date, a new job. So that's how I feel like we build that connection because we hear a lot about it first.
Yeah. Um, Do- you know, and even personally, because I try to go once a week, man. Sometimes
Right.
I work on a, you know, Grenada and stuff. Sometimes it's hard, but um, like it's always funny, like because like say if your barber's out of town or you just couldn't get in or you booked too late, and so like say if there's another person, another guy cutting in your shop,
Yeah.
it's like as a client, like people call it cheating on your barber. Like, do you ever have you ever run in that where you maybe
Um,
yeah the
I
person
look
couldn't
at
get in
it.
when they
I
do.
would say, man, growing up, one of my younger days in the barber industry, I probably would get mad if my client goes somewhere else. But I'm at the point now where I realize I can't cut everybody. And it's only so many I can do in a day, and that's just something I tell myself. I'm like, man, I can't get mad. I can't cut everybody. I'd
Yeah,
rather it stay in my shop than go somewhere else. I say
that's
that.
right. That's right. Um, And by the way, you know, I remember doing an episode. Was it on the previous season of with my girls? I think that was your shop, man.
Oh yeah.
That
Okay. Yeah. 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 You did.
film.
Brandon shot it for you.
What's that name?
Well, Brandon Shaw shot everything, right?
Yeah, I think that's his
Yeah.
name,
Yeah.
Brandon.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, we
Yep.
did.
Yeah. That's my guy. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was your shop.
Yeah. Uh huh.
I thought that was it because when I
Yeah.
saw it, I was like, man, this looks real, this looks real familiar, man.
Yep. Small world, man. Crazy how that connected.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I love it, man. It's beautiful, beautiful shop.
Appreciate it, man.
And
Yeah.
you got how long have y'all been in that location?
So October make 3 years.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. What's the most difficult, like, haircut or hairstyle? Because when you guys, I think a lot. Fun fact is like when you guys go to, it's not only barbering or like men's haircuts or short haircuts. You're going to act. Is it actual cosmetology school so you can
So,
like
to a
women?
certain extent, it depends on what school you go, because some schools go a little more in depth, but we do learn about the women hair too, also like the basics. But I
Mhm.
feel like a lot of barbers shy away from that when they actually get in the shop.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right.
Mhm.
Right. Right. And yeah, what would you say is probably the most like difficult thing that you encounter, or difficult style or cut or
Um,
something?
I would, for me, I always consider myself all the way around well barber. Like I try my best to make sure I know how to do some of everything,
Hmm.
and so I don't really feel like I struggle with too much.
Okay, man. Hey, that's great.
Yeah, it's just something my dad always taught me. He just told me like, hey man, if you're gonna do it, make sure you be able to accommodate every race. You
That
know, that's
that
just
was gonna
something that stuck with me.
that was gonna be my next question. Like when it comes to, because you know how it's like we think about with Caucasian
Mhm.
clients, when you got like they had that thing come out called the Floby, like there was the vacuum, that little yellow clipper device, and they say, man. But then so is there? I guess and y'all learn that in school too, like the different techniques with different grades of hair and all that kind of stuff.
Well, I think it goes into what school you go to. Some schools you're not gonna learn it. I went to a predominantly black school, and I didn't learn that, so I had to go seek that outside of. Once I got into the barber shop, I had to go find other like people to teach me.
Okay, okay. And you know, I think the teacher pointed at, man, is that no matter what you do, whether you're working in a hospital, barbering, or a desk job, it's like you just. I think that's a teachable moment or a nugget. You weren't even taught how to do other types of hair because you know the type of school. So you went out and sought out the information because you knew you wanted to be well versed. You know.
Right, because the issue I saw, I worked at a shop at one point, and it was like every race coming in, and at the time I could only cut predominantly black hair because that's what I
Mhm.
grew up cutting, and I saw how much money I was missing, and I was just like, man, I got to find somebody to teach me how to do this, and I went out and looked for some help.
Man, that's okay. All right. I think that's a great teachable moment, especially for younger people and people coming up. Now, tell us all about Alliance, like the Alliance Gala, Alliance Studio. You know, tell us about that.
Okay. Yeah, so with AllianceStudios, we'll start with that, man. It's something me and my brother opened up, Jeremy Lee. So his name, we got the same first name
Oh,
from the same
your brother.
hometown. Yeah, one of
Oh,
my brothers. Yeah.
oh my goodness.
And
And then you, Jeremy Jones, is your
yeah,
client.
yeah, a lot of Jeremys.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we kind of got together. We wanted to establish a strong name, something that brings all walks of life together, and we came up with togetherness. I mean, we came up with an alliance, which means togetherness for us. And that's how we kind of came up with that idea around COVID, and we just went from there. And that's
Hmm.
how we did the shop. And as far as the Alliance Barber Expo and the Alliance Gala, that's pretty much my projects. I saw, I guess, a missing piece to the puzzle. And for Mississippi, we never had anything of these type of big hair shows like we have out of state, like Atlanta got Bronner Brothers. We would go to California, they had big shows. And I'm like, man, Mississippi needs something like that.
Hmm.
And that's where I kind of got the idea. So this coming up January will be my third year of throwing the show. And the first year
Really?
I did the show, I brung out maybe a total of 200 people. And
Hmm.
this past January, I brung out about 400 plus people. So I'm expecting 500 to 600 people this coming up January. So it's
Man,
growing.
that is impressive.
Yeah, it's growing like crazy. And then with the gala, this is something new I'm trying for this January. I just kind of want to recognize a lot of the barbers in our area because, people don't like to give other people their flowers. So I want to
Mm.
do something for the people that started supporting me from day one. So I just want to give back to my industry here.
Man, that is, I'm telling you, man, that's commendable. Because like you said, so many people, man, like you give them their flowers either when they're dead or somebody retired and they can't really do, they can't really enjoy it or do anything about whatever you're honoring them for. But to give that, to people while they are still alive and still functioning and everything, man, I think we really need to do more of that in our community,
Oh, yeah.
especially.
Definitely.
Yeah. One of the things before I get back to the regular schedule program, one of the things that I think about is a struggle for a lot of us, man, is time management. And again, I know that your particular client that we've talked about, that brother is even when and I'm his personal physician as well, and of course that's no secret. It's no violation or nothing because he tells people that he
Hmm.
where he goes. So we've been taking care of him, and he's become a friend. But we know, and my staff knows, that, hey, this brother will be on time. So just thinking about how how he's like that. How do you govern yourself? Have you always been that type of person, or did it take you some preparation to get to the element of professionalism?
So for me, I always been big with time. I hate being late for anything. So I always kind of stayed on my clientele about being on time with being appointments because it runs in to somebody else's appointment. So I've just stretched there for so long, like I rarely have people late. So all my stuff run on time. That's probably like one of my superpowers.
That is a superpower.
Yeah.
We want to shout out the Legacy Magazine of Mississippi, the Legacy Magazine. We're on Instagram. I see you over there. Let us know. Please put in the comment in the chat on the Instagram side where people can reach you and put the link to your amazing magazine. We had this young lady on the show several months ago and got a great platform. So, and that's what we want to do, Jeremy. Like we want to continue to try to boost our viewership and all that good stuff. But the
Oh yeah.
main thing is like, man, I wanted to come up with a way to give back to the community, and nobody, receives compensation. We're all doing it out of just the love and trying to give back, to our community. So, but it's also a
Mhm.
place to, and just like Jeremy, so many others that um, believe in minority-owned businesses and giving people a start. We wanted to have a platform where people can feel comfortable coming on and saying, "Hey, support me," or this is my pop-up shop, this is my magazine, or whatever. So that's what we want to do, man. And of course, before this is over, we want everybody to know where Alliance Studios is and give you
Oh
a
yeah.
chance to talk about that, man. So,
Definitely appreciate that.
oh yeah, absolutely. So the next question is, what would you say some of your personal, what are some personal struggles that clients have shared with you just while sitting in the chair?
And over my 13 years, I would say the main thing I experienced a lot was like people that experience with death from loved ones. So like, even like having me personally asking me to cut their hair of the loved ones that passed away. So I've had to do a lot of that and just try to comfort them through that time like that. So I would say those probably the most typical things for me is like death in people's family.
Some of the, yeah.
Hmm.
Do you think that, sometimes people would say like your barber, sometimes even more influential um, when it comes to those type of struggles than even somebody's friends and sometimes even own family. Like, do you
Yeah.
agree with that?
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that 100%.
Yeah. Man, my friend and my brother, Remy Knott, he said that you're his cousin, man. But
Yeah,
Remy
yeah,
said
that's my
everybody,
cousin.
is that your real cousin?
Yeah, that's my cousin, man, on my mama's side.
Really? Oh
Yeah,
man. Let's see here. Put him in the chat. Remy, are you let us know if you're on here, man. Put some comments on there. Let's see if you're on there.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's the
my guy.
family, man.
Yeah, he's basically a family to me as well, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Small world.
he messaged me. I'm like, man, you say everybody cousin and brother, man.
Yep, it's
That's
Ken.
yeah, that's all right there, man. Um, let's see here. So one of the other questions here, our next question is, uh, talking about recognizing signs that someone might be struggling with depression, stress, and health concerns. Do you see that as
Mhm.
well from the relationships that you have with with your clients and seeing them over and over? And like you said, some of them even twice a week. Are you ever able to notice like, man, something isn't right with this guy or this
Mhm.
person? And
Yeah.
how do you handle that?
Most of the time, I feel like if it's a client that I know that's always real talkative and they come in and they're like super quiet,
Listen,
I notice that.
you notice it.
Yeah, I notice that, and so I just try my best to kind of spark up a conversation, just kind of get them to talk and open up,
Mm-hmm.
and just go from there. 9 times out of 10, they'll come out and just start talking to you, then and just kind of tell you what's going on.
And then, so what do you like? What's the best way to handle? Like, once they open up, do you kind of like force it out of them, or do they just open up on their own there?
Now I don't just necessarily force it out on them. I just kind of give them the floor and see if they feel comfortable talking about it.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay, okay. You
Mhm.
get caught up here on these. We got Legacy Magazine. Thanks. You said, "Where's your okay?" Legacy Magazine, ms.blog. All right. Um, all right. Yeah, you're very welcome. Legacy Magazine. She says, "Where's his barbershop located?"
Yeah, so the address to the barbershop is in Pearl. It's called AllianceStudios. The address is 102 Pete Walker Lane, Unit 4, and that's Pearl, Mississippi.
Awesome. Excellent. Let's see. Excellent. So, how would you say that barbers can help encouraging their clients and just even other people in the community, and especially men, to take better care of their physical and mental health?
Um, I feel like with barbers, I feel like we're trendsetters to a certain extent.
It's
And especially like you said, once you build that clientele, it's like a family. So most of the time they see that barber doing something and it kind of rubs off on the clientele also. So I feel like that's an effective way when you just steady show your clients like, hey, I'm doing this in my life, I changed this in my life, or I'm doing this, or I plan on doing this. And a lot of them listen.
mm. So, but so you feel like is it something that you routinely do, or is that just something that may come up and then
Um,
occur?
I would probably say it's something that just kind of come up out the blue, or if it's something I post on my any of my social medias, and like I said, a lot of my clients follow me, so they might see it and be like, "Hey, I see you've been doing this or doing that."
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay, okay. And do you ever end up like having to refer them somewhere, or is it like either back to their doctor or
Yeah,
what?
I never had a incident where I would have to refer anybody to anywhere,
Okay,
like doctor wise, stuff like that.
okay, gotcha, gotcha.
Mhm. But I do now.
Yeah, hey, there you go, man. Hey, look, you look. That's one of the things I say, man. I say, hey, do you have a primary care doctor? And half the people say, yeah, and then the other half will say, you know what? No, I don't. Or my primary care passed away or retired. And I say, well, you do now.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
So, um, all right. Well, our next question is, what truly, let's talk about that, your book, The Successful Barber. Tell us all about this book and inspired you to write the Successful Barber, and also what do you hope readers actually gain from reading it?
All right, so I was inspired to write the book. I just want to kind of share my story in a shorter form. So my book, it's about maybe 25 to 30 pages, like real short and sweet. And I made it short because I know a lot of people don't have a long attention span. So like with
Yeah.
me, if you don't catch my attention within the first few pages, I'm probably not gonna read it. So I was like, man, what if I can cram my story in, but make it short and sweet, but still effective for people that, that read like me.
Hmm. So tell us about, like, what is it like when you open it up, and what kind of things do you talk about in Successful Barber, and like, just
So
kind of walk us through
pretty
that.
much, I start out with the basic info, backstory of myself. Then I kind of give them a simple walkthrough of how I built my clientele and some of the things that worked for me to build. So,
Gotcha, gotcha. And now your brother, who's older, younger? Who's
so he's not my blood brother, but we just been good friends for so long. That's my brother. So
all right?
he's a year older than me.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, so I'm 34 and he's 35 now.
excellent. And then, is it just you two in the shop, or you have other people?
So yeah, we got two other people that work with us. We have a loctician and we have another barber.
Well, I might have to look. My mom, because your location is closer than this other lady that my mom went to. My
Mhm.
mother's she's old. I won't say her age, but she's older and decided to do locks later in life. And and just because with some of her back ailments and things like that, it's been difficult to either get even transportation to get places. So you guys are actually not far from my house, and so
Okay.
the loctician, do you, like, in terms of, does she like, what, wash, or what do you call, I guess,
Oh
wash
yeah.
and style it and color? She'll do the coloring and
Yeah,
all
she do everything.
that, everything. Oh man. And mom,
Everything.
are you, if you let me try to,
Yeah, you gotta bring mama here, man. Get mama the info.
let's see if she normally puts something in there to say she's watching. Let's see if you're watching there. Let's see if she's watching, but if not, I'll definitely get the information to her.
Okay, yeah.
That's excellent, man. What's the young lady's name?
JT.
JT.
Yep.
Okay, we'll get with you afterwards, and
Oh
because
yeah, I definitely forward that info to you.
yeah, because I think she had an issue with that, where the person who was referred, or who she was referred to, I guess, they were saying, well, yeah, we can get you in and this and that, but you're gonna have to pick up the color. My mom's like, well, I'm using a
Hmm.
walker, no, I can't, and they were like, well, I don't have the, I guess, the license, to be able to go to the hair product, the place,
Hmm.
you have to, yeah, you know how that is.
Oh
So
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
either wasn't licensed or didn't have an account with the place. So she's like, well, can you go pick up the color? My mom was like, oh no, man. So um, hopefully, your person would be able to help
Oh
facilitate
yeah.
that.
Yeah, she can handle all that.
All right, well, that's perfect. That is perfect. Let's see. So if you're watching, mom, we always have you in mind. See, we hooked you up right there. Um, so we talked about Successful Barb. Now, what about a further advice? Like, what advice would you give someone, who wants to turn barbering into a successful business? This is more so on the marketing side, and kind of walk us through. Now, what was that like for you? How did you get to this point of building this, and more than just the old school barbering, where you take a number and you sit down and a bunch of guys in the shop, man, and you sitting there for 2 hours. Now this is a totally different thing, where the way that you do your appointments, and
Uh-huh.
you got nice graphics on your site. How do you turn this into a successful marketing campaign?
I would say when I first got into it real heavy, I used social media to my advantage. Like Facebook was my go-to.
Okay.
I felt like Facebook had more local people in my area that I could reach. And so I didn't really use Instagram that much. I used it to post my pictures and stuff like that, but I feel like my Instagram is more barbers on there. So I ran to Facebook and I posted and I posted. I just made sure I put my work out there so people could see what I could do. I even did stuff for free just so somebody can get in my chair.
Oh, really? So you were doing free haircuts and
Yeah,
what?
doing free haircuts and anything I could do to get somebody in my chair half off, just to show them what I could do. Because I knew if they got in my chair, that's all I needed was the opportunity.
Man, that's awesome. Remy, what's going on, brother? Good to see you.
What's
Yeah,
going on, cuz?
yeah, man. Thanks for joining us. Um, man, that's interesting. Because I think a lot of people, man, when they see you guys and being successful and being this thing like barbers to the stars and
Mhm.
putting all these cool videos and graphics up, and they're like, man, but they don't. A lot of people don't think about the struggle that was there, before.
Definitely
We
agree because
hmm
like a lot of people, I tell people it's okay to be inspired by somebody else, but when you get to looking too much at this person, you want to be led. And you, like you said, you didn't see where they started from the bottom and worked their way up. Like it's
That's right.
always cool to be inspired, but don't let that, take your vision away from where you are right now.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's good to know right there. Remy, I told him everyone's. You say everyone's your cousin, Remy. So I didn't know if he was your actual blood cousin or not, man.
Oh yeah, tell 'em we blood.
But yeah, that's interesting on that marketing, and I think that's something that even us other fellow business owners, especially when people are so busy, or they just don't even have like that's not their thing, and
Right.
it's so important. Like we don't. I think that's a whole other thing. I know you attended the Sprinkle of Excellence
Oh yeah.
workshop. That's a whole other thing. Like to be able to master the marketing
Mhm.
aspect of it. It just going to take you to a whole nother trajectory, a whole nother level.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We're gonna definitely marketing play a big part.
Yeah. So tell us about okay. So we talked about the Alliance Barber Expo. That was another question that we had.
Uh-huh.
The Alliance Barber Gala. I know you touched on it. Um, what would you say, like, just makes those things stand out from, I guess, the either the average community event or what even some other barbers are doing, or just like them competing in a competition to get those big belts and all that. Like, what's the difference in how you approach it with yours?
So for me, I always feel like if I do an event and people spend money with me to get to this event, like I want to make sure I make it worth it for them. I want their experience to be everything. And because I've been to a few things and people just throw something together and they want all this money
Mhm.
and you walk into an empty room. And
Yeah,
so that gave me the idea, like whatever I do, I always make it an experience for people, something they can remember, something that make them want to come back. And I always try to make it better every year. And another thing, what I do with my shows, I make sure my payouts be a lot to make it worth it because a barber, everybody know a barber make money. So I
right.
don't want to leave my shop to go make $200-300 and it costs me more to get there. And I can stay at the shop and make that. So I always try to make my prizes in the thousands to make people come out and make it worth it.
You say you try to make you have what's in the thousands?
My cash prizes for my barber expo. So I have
For
different
real?
competitions. So I make sure my prizes are really high because it's gonna make somebody come from out of town. Like I had somebody fly from New Jersey all the way to Mississippi to compete in one
Really?
of my categories just because the cash prize.
Wow. So like any always over a thousand, always
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, I try to make it worth it. Like I said, we could because barbers we can stay where we at and make a good decent amount of money.
That's right. That's amazing, man. Look, we got Chapo Films here. Y'all may be familiar. You may be
Oh yeah.
familiar with, yeah, Chapo Films says,
Yeah, one of my guys who work with me.
okay, awesome, awesome. Well, look, thank you for joining. He says we need more mental health. We need more mental health get-togethers. So he joined there. Yeah, look, you're right, and from the primary care standpoint, there's so many people out there and so many men, and we talk about men's mental health month. So many men out there that are suffering from depression and things like that, and for some reason, for whatever reason, we think that it makes us look weak. Um, to say, hey, I'm hurting, man. Today I'm down, brother. I could use a word of encouragement, or even a hug. They say, "Oh
Right.
man, that makes a brother look soft, or makes him look, they don't use the G word anymore. We got to be politically correct, but they think it makes them look, you know what I'm saying,
Right, right.
like he belongs with another type of community." And
Hmm.
and we have to say, look, that has nothing to do with uh, lack of masculinity. It has nothing to do with being soft. It's just like that's actually being a real man to say, hey, something is wrong, something is off. I need some help here, you know. So
True.
I think we need to truly do more of that, man. And we need to. I want to work with you and talk with you offline on that. Look, I'd love to work with you and
Yeah.
you start the platform that you have, and let's get some things together, man.
Yeah, let's do that, man.
Shan Mack, what's going on, my friend? She says, "What did I miss?" Uh, well, you missed a whole lot, Shan, because you're so late. No, I'm just joking. I'm just calling her out. Thanks, thank you so much for coming on. She had two great episodes, man. We had two great episodes and talking about relationships and all kind of various topics, man. And we had a lot of great audience participation. So, big shout out to you, Shan, and everything that you're doing and all the great conversations here and in the community. And also big shout out for coming to Cigar Thursdays at Trio, which is another thing, Jeremy. You got to check it out. And especially if you're not tied up or working on Thursday between like 7 and 11. Man, we're gonna have live music. It's another promotion that I do at Trio, downtown on
Mhm.
State Street.
Yeah, I think I seen your flyer.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
right. Yeah.
had one of my good friends, Jay, on there performing for you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
JV is one of my guys too.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, JB. Yeah, man. And JB, before I even knew him as a recording artist or singer, he was, man. That brother's a clean barber. That man, talented.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So he took care of me a couple of times as well. And and he's in the same shop with my longtime barber now with Ryan
Okay.
Porter.
Okay. Yeah, no issue.
Yeah, yeah, man. So good deal. So yeah, if you have a chance, come on out and check it out. But But yeah, Shannon, no, we were just basically just a quick recap. Man, it's already 8 o'clock. I can't believe it. I think we got about another 15 minutes or so. But Shannon, we've been talking with Jeremy Lopez the barber of Alliance Studios, and we've been talking about different trends. What do barbers do? What was his kind of like his trajectory from starting 13 years in the game. How did he get to where he's gotten to? And we're talking about time management and all sorts of different things um, that are helpful, in our community. And again, people might look at it like when I've had different guests, all types of guests that are outside of actual just medicine. But what people don't understand is that this is not just about let me have another doctor or somebody. All these different guests, everything ties back into health. Everything ties into primary care. And then, but with barbers and cosmetologists, they do directly tie in because, Jeremy, a lot of people don't know that you guys during in school have to learn about, properly disinfecting and
Mm-hmm.
recognize when somebody may have like either lice in the hair
Oh
or
yeah.
somebody may have ringworm infection. So tell us about, matter of fact, man, since we're talking, have you had to have you had to like run into that and seeing somebody with ringworm, something like that, and saying, "Hey, bro,
Um,
you
I
got to go
probably
see."
came in a ringworms before anything. Like I had never had any issue with people with lice, but I've seen ringworms and no other little things similar to ringworms. I'm not sure what the technical term is for them, but
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, well, that's and so that actually does literally tie into medicine because those are things that medical principles that are taught, and disinfection techniques and all
Mhm.
that. So, but anyway, that's what we're doing. Good people, for whoever's joined, talking with Jeremy Lopez of the Alliance Studios, the barber to the stars, and and we talked about the gala, that he started out, and they said that there's had some huge cash prizes. Even had people come from as far as New Jersey to be a part of this gala. And so we're just talking about all the different ways of marketing strategies and beyond even more than a barber. I call the episode, 99, even more than a barber, because there are so many things these days that it goes beyond that, and not just a random person whose chair you sit in, but this is somebody who becomes your brother, your therapist, your Sometimes your accountant, all those things. So
Everything.
yeah, man. What'd you say, Shan? I'll watch on the replay. We had oh no, I'm just teasing, Shan. She said my grandmother was a barber, but she said the barber shop was therapy. Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely therapy.
Man, I see my frat brother there, Driscoll, Duvall, Dr. Driscoll. What's going on? A506.
That's my guy too, man. I used to cut his boys a long time ago, man. I see they done got big now.
Man, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's okay,
Yeah.
man. That's all right. Small world, man.
Yep, man. Yeah, that's a good guy, man. Good people.
That's all right there, man. Representing over there in Sigma Sigma Lambda chapter in Clinton, Mississippi, right there. So we are big shout out to my chapter of the greatest fraternity in the history of Earth. I'll tell. Hey, look, Jeremy might argue with that one, but that's okay though. He might argue. I see that Queen Quali has joined. If you're on there, Quali, good to see you. If you're still on there on the Instagram side. Good to see you guys. Thank you all for joining. All right. Well, we'll get back to our regular scheduled program. Let's see. The next question that we have is, you know, the advice. I think well, you talked about making barbering into a successful business. Is that something that you do? Like, do you like basically offer mentoring services and things like that?
Yeah, so I offer like classes. I do one-on-ones if it feel like something that a barber struggle with, and I feel
Okay.
like I can help out. I would definitely, offer something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Good deal. And then also the what qualities do you believe that separate a good barber and from a great barber? Like, because a lot of people might say, well, because I think you had even said earlier that you had been cutting hair before officially, being trained. But so a lot of people might say, even in the neighborhood or whatnot, okay, they're good at lining people up. They may even be able to fade a little bit. But what truly separates a good barber and then separates them and makes them into a great barber?
My first thing I would automatically eliminate skill set. I feel like skill set it matters, but it doesn't matter. I feel like
Okay,
professionalism, how you manage your time, how you treat people, I think that matters before cutting. Because I know some people that are not just the best barber, but they treat people right. Their conversation is so good that some people just want to sit in a chair just for the conversation.
gotcha, gotcha. I see, man. I see my brother on there, man. Jeremy Jones, sprinkle me the cake king. What's going on, my brother?
What's going on with them, man?
Yeah, thank you so much for joining and thanks for helping us get the word out about this amazing young man, Jeremy. Good to see you on there, brother. And congratulations on a sprinkle of excellence. And man, look, if I wasn't traveling abroad, I would have been there, Jeremy. So please let us know or quality or somebody when the next one is going to be, because I'm definitely going to be there, man. He said, y'all keep being amazing, man. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate you. Let us know when that next sprinkle of excellence is, though, because I definitely look. Jeremy Qualley has done already thrown me under the bus and said my page needs help, brother. She said my page needs help. So I've got to attend that so we can ramp up the marketing with Good Faith Wellness Center. Okay, but you can't look, Lopez. You can't have it all. Look, I try to be the best doctor I can be, but you can't be good at
No,
everything.
yeah. Hey, you can only do so much, man. That's why you got to build a team, man. I learned that from my guy Jeremy this weekend. You got to
That's
have a team, man.
That's it. He done put the laughing. Quality. Look, she done. She said, Doc, this is atrocious. She said, this is ridiculous. Now you need some help. So please, Darren, please get us some help, please, brother. Um, and then let me go back over here, Dr. Driscoll. What's going on, Pratt? So you're on this side, okay? Jumped on, had a meeting. Man, what a gifted barber. Well deserving of his success.
Yeah,
Well, let's
yeah, I
go ahead
appreciate it.
and give it up.
Definitely appreciate that, man. He saw me from where I started and to where I'm at now, so I know he done seen a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There we go. Let's go back over here. Um, and what would you say, man? What's next for Lopez the barber? Like, what? Tell us what you're working on these days, and where we can catch you, and what you want the community to know.
Oh man, I think the next thing for me, like I said, I'm planning my next show and gala and expo. So all that's coming up in January. So right now I'm just working hard on that, trying to make sure it's another successful event. And yeah, if you're looking for me, you can follow me on all my social medias, Facebook, Jeremy Master Barber Lopez, Instagram, Lopez _the _barber. And yeah, that's about it, man. So we're just working towards that expo, trying to continue to grow
Okay, and just some quick like actual barbering questions.
it.
I know that man, growing up and even to right now, man, the number one like clipper device or edger, man, it's like even on movies like Belly and all them movies like in the 90s and 2000s, like when you would see guys cutting in the shop, you always see those gray Andes T outliners,
Oh,
brother.
yeah, that was a classic.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
do you still using those now?
Nah, I don't, man. Everything I got is cordless now.
Oh, the
Yep,
what? Okay, yeah, okay.
yep, cordless. Yeah, I've actually I work with a brand here locally in Flowood. They got their own clipper brand. Black on. I can show them to you, man.
Oh, yeah, okay. I saw some. I didn't know that was local, man.
Yep, local right here in Flowood, man. They got their own brand, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep,
I watched that. I watched.
yep.
Okay, tell us about it. Tell us about it.
So it's a two-in-one clipper, man. So the clipper head comes, you can come off, and you can put a trimmer on there. So it's like a two-in-one. So you don't really need other tools. Yeah, so it's
Okay, so
definitely a dope idea, man.
really, so you can
You can
do all your.
fade, line, shave. You ever had just attachable pieces on like this whole piece comes off and you can slap on the edge up and just go to work.
Wow, yeah. I looked at like a clip of that or infomercial. I saw that because there were various guys talking about it, and there was
Mm-hmm.
one guy demonstrating, and um, I think it was saying that, and if it gets hot, it has
Yeah,
a
it's got a cooling
it's
system,
like
right?
a
Yeah,
cooling
right there
system.
in that bottom.
Yeah.
Cools it. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Does it not? But is the motor as powerful as like I'm stuck on my Andes, man. Is the
Yeah.
edge like is it just as powerful and as clean as those?
Yeah, so with that clipper, man, with that particular machine, it actually has two speeds on it. So it has a slower speed, and then you can speed it up to cut through like something stronger. If you got thick hair, you can hit that second button, and then it's gonna go into the higher speed.
Huh. That's all right, there, bro. That's all
Yeah,
right.
so yeah, man, they definitely game changer.
That's all right, right there. Um, and then there used to be what were those silver ones, man? The
Oh, the
master.
master, yeah, the Andes master. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got a pair of them. I keep a pair of that classic though.
Okay.
And
But on a day to day, you're using all wireless.
yeah, all the wireless pretty much.
Oh, and one other thing. Uh, there was I think it was called Bevel. Was it called?
Okay, devil, yeah, they had knives and everything with it. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about that? That company.
Uh, man, I never tried that brand before, man. I always seen a lot of videos, but I never got a chance to personally try them.
Okay. Yeah, and I think I might even. I mean, even just for mine. I mean, I don't bother trying to fake, but I just think about sometimes when I can't get to somebody, might just need the little touch up here, man, on right above the ear, little tape. So what I think that device is what like $300 or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
gonna be running you about maybe 349. So
349. Okay. Okay.
mm, yeah, definitely a good tool to add, man. If you're gonna get a two-in-one, because I mean, if you go out and buy a liner and a clipper today, it's gonna run you about the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Man,
Mhm.
interesting. Interesting. Okay. I just said, man, those are my personal kind of questions there because I always, I pay attention to so many things. And, um, oh, another question actually is when it comes to trend setting, like trendy and all that, back in the day, putting a part in somebody's head, like was old school, or even putting it in the part of the head where, like where the corner of the, and that was like a
Mhm.
old school. But now, like I know Kurt Franklin has made it popular. He keeps his part. What about like keeping up with trends and stuff? How do you Like, how do you keep up, and stay relevant?
So I'll say just being online, looking at what other barbers are doing, and just getting ideas from what they did. Like what me and Jeremy did. I put a, I think he told me put a part in it. Like, just do you. So I just kind of put a simple part in his head, and then it went from there. Everybody started calling to sprinkle me. I got another client. He does blues music. I don't know if you're familiar with Young Guy. We
Yeah.
created the cross in it. We created the cross in his beard. So we've been kind of doing little trend setting things here and there. And I'm starting to see it pop up a lot more different places.
Man, I gotta check that. I didn't even know. Maybe I didn't. He's got a cross in the beard.
Yeah, he's got a cross on the right side of his beard. Yeah, it's kind of like his signature look.
What, man? Hold on. Let me. Hold on now.
You might can pull it up, man.
Uh, yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. Now he lives in Jackson,
Yeah, he's right here in Rankin County. Yeah,
right? Okay, okay.
yeah.
Let's see. I'll have to look. I'm definitely going. Yeah, because I think when they had something there at Sprinkle Me, and I saw him man
Uh-huh.
outside. He was out there with
Yeah.
Jeremy. They did a video. I think Quala was on there. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Good guy too, man. That's my guy.
excellent. Here, okay, there we go. I'm not seeing that. Okay, I think I might have missed a question there. Um, let's see. I'm making sure we're not missing anything. Okay. Um, well, yeah, man. I think that if anybody has any last minute questions, you guys ask now because we're gonna go ahead and wrap up in the next 2 minutes and let him close out and let us know. We already talked about Pearl and gave the address, but we want to close out one
Mhm.
more time so you guys know where to find Alliance Studios. And man, I gotta get a cut up. I guess maybe my barber's not listening. I gotta try. I gotta get a couple of that new device, man, the new clippers, man.
Yeah, man. Come on, get in the chair, man. We'll definitely take care of you.
Yeah, young guy rehearses at my spot. I saw last Thursday. Remy said young guy rehearses at my spot. Okay,
Oh,
nice, nice. Um, well, yeah. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and close it out, man. So would you let the audience know where we can find you again? If you're taking on new clients, what days and times you're there? Do you do local? Do you do barbering only there, or do you do mobile barbering? Just tell us. Tell
okay.
us. You know.
Man, so I pretty much do all my appointments will be in the shop. I will travel, but the price is gonna be up there. So I don't know if anybody want to agree to that, but I will do it if the price is right. I do appointments only. The best way to book an appointment with me is on Booksy. You go on Booksy, type in Jeremy Lopez, and pull up my booking link, and everything is on there. All my availability, my hours, the address. But for those who don't know the name of the shop, it's Alliance Studios. It's located in Pearl, Mississippi, at 102 Pete Walker Lane, Unit 4. And
Awesome.
social media wise, Facebook, Jeremy Master Barber Lopez, Instagram, Lopez underscore the barber. And that's it.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Man, I'm now look, let's before we go, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Jeremy Lopez.
I appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate you having me.
Man, I appreciate you coming on, and if you'll just if you I'm gonna close, man, and if you'll just hang on right here for just a sec, I want to rap with you, man, and then we'll let you go after that if you don't
Okay.
mind. All right, let's see here real quick. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. This has been another amazing episode of Telehealth Tuesday. Thank you all for being here with us. Thank you for joining this episode 99 with Lopez the Barber. Just to let you guys know again, make sure now you follow, share, tag, like Dr. B TV. That's the word Doctor. The letter B is in boy. TV on YouTube. Make sure to share, tag, like, but most importantly, click that subscribe button. Good Faith Wellness Center is taking new patients. If you have insurance, great. We take every single payer. Okay. If you don't, it's still just as great, maybe even greater, because we have plans, $99 a month, unlimited visit. So this is without insurance. $99 a month gets you unlimited visits and access to yours truly at Good Faith Wellness Center. The plan is to keep you out of the hospital, out of the ER. Okay, this is not insurance. So if you go to St. Dominic's Baptist, UMC, wherever, you will be turned around. So don't tell them you got Bookard Care or Good Faith Wellness, because they don't know what that is. Okay, but this is what this is a plan to help so that you don't have to go to the ER for that kind of stuff. Checking to see, am I really pregnant? Checking to see, hey, I need a blood pressure medicine refill, all that kind of stuff. That's certainly not an emergency. So we want you to come on the Good Faith Wellness Center. We'll take care of you whether you have insurance or not. So again, thank you for watching our episode. Next week, we're going to have another amazing guest. Stay tuned. You'll see who it is. So that's why you got to subscribe and follow and all that good stuff. Good Faith Wellness Center on Instagram, Facebook, Dr. B TV. So if there's somebody that you want to see, please let us know. If you want to be a guest, let us know. And don't just keep this to yourself. Make sure to reach out, reach one, all those good things. Make sure to bring someone with you so you don't just keep this to yourself, because we're all here volunteering time and expertise just to make sure that we give back to the community. So God willing, we will see you guys next week, always on a Tuesday. And as always, remember that true wealth begins with good health. We will see you on next Tuesday. We'll see you then. Hello, I'm Dr. Michael Bookard. Come join us at our newest clinic location at Good Faith Wellness Center. We provide compassionate health care for your entire family, from virtual visits to office appointments. We're committed to providing the best care. We accept all insurances, and we provide monthly wellness plans. Let's start your family journey to a healthier, happier life. Schedule your appointment today, and remember, true wealth begins with good health.